following is a presentation of TFNN. Now, the author of Mastering Probability, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the September 19th, taperless Thursday edition of today's Opening Bell on the Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and I absolutely treasure your presence here today. My outcome, as always, is to help you to become a better money master and to provide you with the tools that each of us need in order to lead an inspired life. Because leading an inspired life, folks, that's what it's all about. So let's go look at one of our tools. This is a tool I call What the Mind Can Achieve, or Conceive, I should say. What the mind can conceive, it can achieve. I'll get it right out there. So the question is, did you know that you are the greatest, that you are the ruler? Boy, I'll really get this all straightened out here. Let me refocus. Okay, now we're all set. So my question is, did you know that you are the ruler of the greatest nation on earth? Yes, I said you. You are the ruler of the greatest nation on earth. It's called our imagination. You see, we constantly create images in our mind, and our imagination is more than, well, it's really more than a matter of wishful thinking. You see, our imagination has the power to shape and form our thoughts. In fact, if you and I, if we consistently connect and align our imagination with our beliefs and our self-determination, we can actually manifest what we want to achieve in life. I like to think of our imagination as the cutting scissors of the mind, because you and I, we can shape our own heart's desires. So the question is, what picture have you shaped with your set of scissors? If you hold a picture in your mind daily of what you desire or see for yourself, you're offering your mind a super fantastic opportunity to be productive. Now, here's one of the keys, and must listen close to this. In fact, you probably want to write this down. You will only manifest what you want in your life if your subconscious mind can accept it. And what I mean by that is that if you are a negative thinker that is open to positive thought, it just won't work. It's all about alignment. You must align your conscious and your subconscious mind with your imagination. You know, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, he said, a person who has no imagination has no wings. That's why he was able to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He consistently, both consciously and subconsciously, shaped his own desires. You see, you are the ruler of the greatest nation on earth. Your imagination. I say conceive it, believe it. And guess what, folks? You will achieve it. You want to talk about achievement? Next Friday, September 27th, we'll be floating like butterflies when I teach folks a set of tools that I use to trade the markets each day. I'll compress decades into hours as I host the Master Trader Workshop, The Ultimate Money Machine. Yeah, I'll teach you about butterflies. I'll teach you how to float like a butterfly. I'll teach you how to sting like a bee. I'll teach you how to buy and sell the D points, the A to B equals CD patterns. I'll teach you all about those Gartley and butterfly patterns. I'll teach you how to pull the trigger by the use of identifying reversal candles that matter. And I'll teach you the ultimate momentum trend indicator tool. In essence, we'll take ordinary tools and we'll turn them into extraordinary trading strategies. I had to learn that the hard way. You see, all trading tools that are out there, all trading tools are nothing more than tactics. The trick is turning tactics into a strategy that produce results. I'll teach you how to be a strategist, because strategists, they slay the tactician. You know, I'll say thank you to Larry Pesavento. Yesterday he had Mark Douglas on, and if you didn't catch that segment, you should go back and you should listen to that in the archives. I don't recall Larry's channel, but it was during the second half of the show, or part of the second half of the show out there. And really, if you listen to what he was talking about, which is so true, you know, and really, just really what I think I just repeated there, which is that all trading tools are really tactics. And the whole idea is that you've got to become a strategist out there. Tacticians, you can be a super tactician, but if you don't pull the trigger on your trading strategies, well, there's something going on inside that imagination of yours, and you are the greatest ruler of that imagination. You know, no one's education is ever complete. So join me next Friday. Immerse yourself in an environment that will harness the momentum, and it'll create breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. Getting into the class, well, that's pretty simple. Go to the homepage at TFNN.com. Sign up. It includes 1 month of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. Experience the power of your imagination to trade like a machine, because you have an amazing power within yourself. You want to talk about amazing power? Let's go check out these markets here. Right now, we've got the Dow futures up about 27 points, trading out at 15,621. S&P up about 5 at 1722. NASDAQ futures up 9 points at 3230. Russell 2000 up a couple points at 1075. The King took quite a dive yesterday, back only about 4 cents right now, out at $80.33. We've got quite a bit of movement inside the currency market, so we're going to spend some time there most certainly. Goldilocks trading out at $13.66. Silver at $23.23. Light sweet crude up 39 cents at $108.46. Our call-in number is 877-927-6648. Give me a call, folks, and we can take a look at your stock chart over across the pond in Europe right now. The DAX having a little party. They're up about 1%, up $80. The FTSE up 1.5%, almost 1.5%, up 94. The Nikkei up 261 points. The Hang Seng up 385. The Shanghai up 6 points last night. Let's go. What should we check in on first? Well, because we have so much to take a look at. How about the Morningstar reversal pattern we've got in gold here yesterday? You know, if we take a look at that takeoff, again, you get gold trading out at $13.65. The big move coming in after the close in gold here. But take a look at this. This is a big Morningstar reversal candle. 3-candle formation out here. That says that you should have very strong support down here at the September 18th low, 1291.50 out there. Where is Goldilocks headed to? Well, let me switch over to this gold chart here just to kind of give you an idea of a couple of different patterns out here. If we take a look at this, you know, gold was traveling in this descending price channel. This is the price channel, in essence, that was created. You could say that it really began, although you wouldn't have formed it here, but really as we take a look at the connections of co-located opens and closes, really began back in September of 2012. That price channel was broken with some conviction back here on August I guess you could say actually it was first broken through on July 23rd. And like any price channel, when you break through a price channel, what's going to happen is you're going to come back and test it. That's what Goldilocks did for really from the time period of July 23rd all the way until August the 8th when it took out. Now, you're going to see another rising price channel, in essence, that gold has now created and formed. And gold was inside that price channel, broke out of it on September the 12th, made a little bit lower low, certainly intraday yesterday as price got down to that 1291 level. Let me turn off the retracement ruler. It was also just shy of a 0.618 retracement area. And when you break a price channel, just like gold did here on the way down when it was trying to break through it, what's interesting to me is that we're gold out. These lines here, folks, I didn't draw these in this morning. If you go back and you take a look at yesterday's chart, today's, that's right, it's No Taper Thursday out here. So you can go back, probably take a look at Monday's charts, probably even last week, and you will see that rising price channel that was formed inside gold. How was it that gold stopped right up there at the trying to get back inside the price channel? It hasn't done that here thus far. That has to make you say, something to think about. Maybe we see a nice little retracement in gold. We'll see. But, you know, that's what Goldilocks is doing. There's a pattern out there, and that's one that's got to just make you say pause. Only pause from the standpoint of you don't need to chase everything. You can wait for a market to pull back to you. Unlike silver, if we go take a look at hi-ho silver out here, well, in the case of silver, it broke right back into its rising price channel, the best that I can draw out here. So it did that with some conviction. Now, that's where, if we take a look at silver, it's been, percentage-wise, it has been stronger than gold. Even in the retracement yesterday, it was acting stronger than gold was. So it is back inside its rising price channel. Looks like with conviction, that says that price will go ahead and gravitate up towards the top of that level. Maybe what we see is we see silver pull back to the bottom of that price channel while gold pulls back a bit, and maybe that becomes your next buy point inside Goldilocks and silver. As long as we're over here in the commodity section, why don't we just finish this off? Let's go take a look at light sweet crude. Everything really moving up yesterday. I mean, well, not really everything. I should have really focused more on some of the stocks that didn't move to the upside. But if we take a look at light sweet crude yesterday, with conviction from a low of 105.32 up to a high of 108.25, closed out at 108.09. Of course, we were noticing this 50-day exponential moving average out here that had acted as a support level. We saw a slight breakthrough of that on the 17th. Yesterday came back inside there pretty quick and boom, right up to the upside out there. And that was on light sweet crude. Where is it headed to? Well, it's got some resistance most certainly. First, inside the top of the box. So the top of the box is right around the 109. Well, I can tell you what the exact top of the box is, 109.32-ish. And it certainly has some resistance at the shooting star high that's not been tested, the 112.24. But you'd have to think with Taperless Thursday in place for some time to come, these consolidation patterns inside light sweet crude, the 14-point consolidation that says that price ought to move up to the 113 level, and then a 7-point consolidation, which it's been traveling in right now, says that it should move to about 116. So you're looking at 113 to 116. Looks to me like that is really what is inside the cards here before we see any kind of significant reversal. However, it still hasn't broken above the 109.30, 109.50 level. If it can break above that, that's when you've got your best chance to make that $7 move, assuming that it can clear the what is that jump, the pole vault, which right now that pole vault is set at the 112.24 mark out there. Man, time just simply flies. I love being here with you. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Says you can't take it with you. TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or TigerTV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a threefold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pezzavento's trading newsletter,
Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 50 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com. Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
There goes Suzanne Summers pulled by a blenderfish.
So it is true. What one can conceive, one can achieve. Thank you.
Hey, I'm starting to see a pattern here. On the land, under the sea.
Right, Nine-Eye. There's nowhere to go but up.
You gotta love our man Al in the production room out there. What one can't conceive, one can absolutely achieve. You know, if you get a chance to watch us on Tiger TV, then you get to see our show openings. And Al's done an incredible job of connecting some video to some of the thought processes. And, you know, Thursdays is a particularly cool video, has some special meaning to me, maybe a little bit different meaning to each of you out there. If you are just listening on the radio, you know, your mobile device at TFNN.mobi, every now and then get a chance and go ahead and, in fact, on your mobile device, you can actually get the live stream of the show. If you go to the homepage of TFNN.com, over on the right-hand side, you'll see a button, 3 little smartphones on it. Click on that, and you'll see the see the entire show stream live to you. Now, the reason that the Thursday opening has each of them have meaning to me. I mean, Monday's opening is with the U.S. Olympic hockey team when they beat the Russians, so I can picture exactly where I was watching that game in Detroit. It wasn't even broadcast live in the U.S., but being in Detroit, we were able to pick it up on a Canadian television station, so that was pretty cool to watch that event unfold live out there. But Thursday's event is a picture of, it's a video of Tiger Woods chipping in on the 16th hole at Augusta in 2005, you know, making one of those incredible shots as he has so many times in his golf career out there. But to me, the real story is who he was playing against and how Chris DeMarco, that's who he was playing against, was able to handle that situation. Now, I've been friends with the DeMarco family for over 20 years now, and if you were to speak to Chris, he would absolutely tell you that what the mind can conceive, it can achieve. And that was a kind of a rainy-ish Masters tournament, and DeMarco had the lead most of the tournament out there. He lost it going into the final round, but when they came down to hole number 16, DeMarco's shot was where he placed his ball. He actually had a real good chance for a birdie putt, whereas everybody knew that where Tiger's ball was, he was going to be lucky to get out of there with a bogey. Instead, what he did, he chipped that shot in and made a birdie. And when they left that green, Tiger Woods left with a lead of 2 shots. So they had 2 more holes to play. Now, a normal person, most normal people would have just absolutely folded, would have just set up their tent, would have gone home, would have done whatever, but not DeMarco, you see, because a really strong mind, an incredibly strong mind. The real story is, in my opinion, is his mind out there and what he did and what he believed and how he believed in himself. Because Tiger Woods went on to bogey 17, then it became a 1-shot lead. Tiger Woods bogeyed 18. DeMarco almost chipped in for the win on 18. His ball hit the flag, and then bounced away 5 feet. In fact, he had a pretty tough putt that he had to make in order to be able to take the game to a playoff. He ended up losing in the playoff out there. So to me, the real story isn't, well, it's really both. Because there's so much positives with regard to what it is that you've got to imagine. If you haven't played golf out there, then what I can tell you, if you just simply watch them on television, they are envisioning the shot. And that's what you've got to do with everything that you do in life. They've got a routine. You should have that same routine out there, in my opinion. Really, truly. Now, you've got to have alignment, because if your subconscious is telling you, it's like standing up on the tee and you've got water down the left and trees on the right, and you're just saying, don't hit it left, don't hit it left, don't hit it left in your subconscious. Guess what's going to happen? Even though you might think you're aligned, when you get up to the ball, if you focus on what you don't want, guess what happens, folks? You actually get it. So make sure that you are properly focused out there. In any event, I'll stop the labor. I could talk about all this stuff here, which is my favorite things to talk about for hours and hours. In any event, you want to know what's going on in the markets out here. So let's go take a look at some of the intraday charts out here. What the markets should do is pull back a bit. They're in an overbought condition. Let's actually go take a look at the daily chart out here. We'll take a look at the ES Mini. If you're wondering where it's headed to over time out here, looks to me like where the ES Mini is going to head to is to the top of its rising price channel, which would also be a 1.618 butterfly pattern. That'll take us up into about the 1773 type range. If we take a look at A to B equals CD patterns out here, the A point would be down on the June 24th low. That's your A point. Your B point coming in this case here, August 5th. Your C point being the low of August 28th. And you can see 1-to-1 will take you up to the 1775 level. A 1.618 expansion is from the swing points of May 22nd. We know that is key, all the way down to the lows of June 24th out there. So you got a 1772, 1776. Both those numbers run price right into that rising price channel. So over time, that looks like where it's headed to. But if we take a look at the bottom center portion, you can see prices moved into that overbought territory. Should begin to work itself off a bit. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. With the stock market flirting with all-time highs and volatility back, now is the perfect time for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights. On Monday, June 24th, Tom O'Brien closed out all 5 open positions in his daily newsletter, Market Insights, with all trades being profitable and ranging from a 2.23% gain all the way to more than an 11% gain in just one position, for an incredible 32.7% profit combined between the 5 trades. Let Tom O'Brien's years of market experience work for you. If you'd like to see for yourself what kind of trading newsletter Tom O'Brien delivers to his clients each morning, then now is a perfect time to sign up for a 2-week free trial to his daily newsletter, Market Insights. In a volatile market like we currently have, the potential for fast market moves like we've seen recently is a trader's dream. So don't wait any longer. Sign up for your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today at the front page of TFNN.com. Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
And we're off to the races. We got the Dow up 13 points. Trade out of 15,692. S&P up 4 at 1729. Composite up 13 points at 37.97. Russell 2000 up 2.5 at 10.79. Leading the charge to the upside, it is good old Apple up $7.77. Trade out at 472. Tesla Motors up 550. Agilent Technologies up about $3. That's 6%. BioMarin Pharmaceuticals up about 3%, $2 and change. ISIS Pharmaceuticals up 7%, up $2.35. Visa, they want to charge you more because they're up 1.5% this morning, up $3. Amazon up 2.25. Phillips 66 up $1.50 to the downside. Pier 1 Imports down 10% this morning, off $2 and change. Barclays PLC off 8%. That's off $1.59. SS&C Technologies down $1.40. That's 3.5%. McDonald's Corp. MCD having not so happy of a meal this morning. They're down about 1.7% off $1.58. Pacific Coast Oil off 7%. And Popular Inc. not as popular this morning, down nearly 4% off $1.11. Our call number is 877-927-6648. Hey, let me show you the difference between a tactician and a strategist. And yesterday, we pointed this pattern out a few days ago, which was the Great British Pound U.S. dollar currency pair. And we showed 2 different patterns that were completing at the same point in that 159-ish, 160 level. Had a beautiful 0.786 Gartley buy and a 1.272 butterfly sell. Now, the tactician would have gone ahead and taken that trade. I said not so fast because I want to teach you how to be a strategist out there. We wait for the market to give us the signal. What we do as tacticians, as technicians out there, is we identify the likely areas of support and resistance, reversal areas, and then we wait for the market to come to us, for the market to confirm, because if you don't do that, folks, it says that your technical skills are so good that you know where the market is going to stop, and it just doesn't work that way. And take a look at the Great British Pound U.S. dollar. Had you taken that trade, you would have been feeling, hopefully you would have been stopped out at least by now, and you would have certainly been feeling some pain. So that pattern has absolutely failed. So where is the next move where we could see the Great British Pound? And you take a look at that wide-ranging bar. Markets do not end on wide-ranging bars such as that one. Right now it says it wants to go all the way back up to the swing point and make a 100% move, get back up into that January 2nd, 2013 level, somewhere between $1.62, 1.622, and the high of 1.634 out there. as its next move. That's in the Great British Pound, U.S. dollar. Now, I want to show you something that I have been developing. I've shared with you on several occasions that the way that I take a look at sets of technical indicators out there, I basically break them down into 4 different areas, and I suggest that you do this as well. There's indicators that identify momentum, speed, velocity. That would be one set of indicators. There's another one that would, and there's another set of indicators that will, and in that case, the momentum oscillators. They're like stochastics or the relative strength index, and there's plenty more out there. I don't want to go through that whole long laundry list again. You've got those that are able to identify energy, what I'll call the angle or the verticality of a move out there. A beautiful one for that is that power law vector indicator. You've got then volume indicators, which would measure supply and demand. Then you've got volatility. But you want to understand that there are 4 different sets of indicators out there, and there's a whole number of tools that I use, that I teach. And what I've been working with, I have been developing a number of different automated software trading platforms out here. And one that I've been working on is being able to go ahead and compact all 4 of those indicators into one, if you will, a green line, a red line kind of a thing out there. And so I'm going to show you. I still have more work to do on it, but I'm just going to go ahead and share it with you. I haven't even shared this with newsletter subscribers yet. So today is it. Is when I'm going to share this and show you this tool, and maybe even inside the den you'll give me some charts, and we'll go ahead and we'll put those up on the screen, and we can take a look at how this would have worked maybe for you and your trading. So I've got to figure out how it is that once I've got this complete and done, got to figure out how it is that I'll go ahead and use it. It will most certainly be for the benefit of newsletter subscribers, as well as obviously those folks that attend the Master Trader course. But let me find one of the charts out here. I'm going to go ahead and we'll put up the S&P 500. So I'm going to put this chart up on the screen out here. And if you're watching us on Tiger, I'll describe to you what it is that we're looking at if you're listening on the radio. If you're watching on Tiger TV, and certainly if you're looking in the den, you can see this chart here in high definition. Now, don't pay attention to where the lines are at. I can put the indicator, which is the blue and red line that you see down at the bottom of the screen. I've just moved it up here inside of the price area for you. But when it converts, and this is really helpful because I'm going to put up some stock charts out here. I'll put some up on the screen. And but if you've got one that you want me to put in for yourself, and it works currencies and it works in all time frames, I've got a daily chart out here. But it truly is an automated tool to tell you when to go long and when to go short in the marketplace. Now, blue in this case here, I've just simply put it as blue because that tells me when to actually go long. Now, it's the S&P 500 that I've got up on the screen here right now. And as soon as it switches to red, that's where you would look at. Now, I'm working on some different stop systems to work on here. But in essence, for our purposes right now, when it goes to red, you would either exit your long position or go short, depending on your trading style out there. And again, when it goes back to blue, you would take a look at a long position. Now, any trading system out there struggles during consolidation time periods where you can get jostled around in and out. And what most, but now what you want to be able to do is make sure you're on the right side of the trend, and you want to try to catch those trends pretty early out here. So here is on the S&P 500. Let me go ahead. I'm going to put the Dow up on the screen here. So I'll put the Dow Jones Industrial Average up here. We know that was moving down lower. Take a look at when this actually goes ahead and changes to a long position out here. And again, it's utilizing the 4 different systems. I've got some different weightings in here on each of those systems. So take a look at this. How would this have helped you on the trading session of September 3rd to know that the indicator switched to what we'll call switch to blue, switch to going long? Take a look at that beauty out here. Just as this indicator switched to going short or closing out your long position on the trading session of August the 5th out there. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, and you can take this back as far as you want in any kind of market. Actually, I only have about 365 days up here. But as you take a look at this, I really am digging this tool out here. I'll put up let's put up Apple right now for the heck of it, AAPL. Let's go see what Apple is currently showing inside this. We'll go ahead and pull this back. So I'm still in even though it gapped up here this morning, utilizing that entire set of indicators. This is saying, no, don't jump in on Apple just yet here. Take a look at the beauty of this. Now, I have never been a big fan of working so diligently to try to buy the bottom tick and sell the top tick. If I were, then, and if that's what my focus was, and I would have taken that Great British Pound U.S. dollar trade yesterday. But I know that by doing that, if you do that, then you think you're outsmarting the market. You know what it's going to do just because that's what a tactician would do. I want to teach you how to be a strategist, and that's what this whole system that I'm developing is really all about, is how to become a strategist. We can put this thing on different time frames. Let me do that. Let me put this on the ES Mini here. I'll just put the continuous contract up on my screen, and I'll go ahead and switch to a different time frame. We'll switch to a 30-minute chart out here. And on a 30-minute chart, of course, you can see right now in the 30-minute chart, it switched to red. By the way, I am short the ES Mini. And it's a combination of this tool and some other indicators that I use out there. And anyways, I just thought I would share that with you. That's just some of the work that Stevie's son is working on, and this type of work that I do for my clients, because it's really, to me, and listening to Larry interview Mark Douglas, and it's something that each of us probably struggle with that time, which is, when to. In fact, if you take a look, I'll put this back up on my screen here, the 30-minute chart out here. Actually, if I put it even on a shorter term time frame, it actually was giving a signal to go long before the Fed came out with its announcement yesterday, as if somebody knew what was going on inside before the actual release of the FOMC minutes that were out there. So, I think that is pretty, in my opinion, I think it's pretty cool, and I can't wait to actually, because what I'm now also working on is not just perfecting this piece of it, but what I'm also doing is working on the scanner so that I can go scan all of the charts out there, and it works currencies. You can see different time frames, so I can be able to scan it. And then I'll figure out how to, where to go from there. In any event, if you've got a question about a stock chart that you've got and you want to understand whether the Steve-ometer, I don't know what I'm going to call it here, is on a buy or short signal, just give me a call at 877-927-6648, and we'll go ahead and we'll punch it up on the screen for you. In the meantime, let's go take a look at things that are popping and dropping out here. Pop into the upside, you've got Tesla Motors. So let's go take a look and see what Tesla is doing at the moment. Haven't looked at that stock chart for a while. TSLA is the ticker symbol. Sexy little darling now inside. In fact, let's go. I want to put this chart up here, but why don't I go pull that other one back up? Let's go take a look at Tesla Motor and utilize the Steve-ometer tool. Where did I put it here? Maybe somebody out there can help me name it. Let me see. So we're going to put this back on a daily chart out here. So let me switch back, put this on the daily chart. And we're going to put Tesla in here. Just kind of curious, TSLA. Let's see when it gave a buy signal on Tesla. So let's pull this back here. Let me just do it like this. So on Tesla, this has had, obviously, if you take a look at it coming off the bottom back on March 22nd of 2013, got a nice buy signal out there, just one day here. And this is where I'm working on the stop aspect of it. So when it just goes to the red, out there, what I want to do is not make an immediate jump, but have a stop in place, which I'm probably looking at maybe 3 bars back, the low of 3 bars back, as your stop, both for the long and the shorts out here. But in any event, I think a pretty cool tool. I believe that I have captured the essence of those 4 different areas that we need to focus on in trying to understand turns in the marketplace. Somebody said to put up the GLD and the DEN. Whoops, there's gold, the actual equity itself. But we put up the GLD. We're going to see that baby is turned blue yesterday, and that's pretty clear. Now, if you take a look at this here, the coming off of the bottom here inside of GLD gold, that gave you your buy signal here on July 10th. So that was the first real buy signal off of the bottom. Would have had you exit or tighten your stop on the trading session of August 2nd. It would have had you back in on the move. It looks like it would have been either on August the 8th or on August the 9th out there. You would have been tightening up your stop right here on the trading session of August the 30th. You would most likely have at least been out and potentially short if you wanted to. That would have been on the trading session of September the 5th. in the marketplace. Yesterday, obviously, nice big, in case of the GLD, that is a big bullish engulfing candle inside the market. So, you've gotten the long signal. The question is, where is the spot to come back in? And I suggest that's where you start taking a look at some of the intraday patterns. And I would say you also want to be taking a look at the gold contract out there. If we take a look at, I'm going to keep this up here. What the heck? It is my show. Let's go take a look at Google. It's to the downside. And anyways, this just helps me just to kind of really put things through the test out here, truly put things through the test. So here is Google. Still Google right now in the buy mode. Of course, the Google gave us that buy signal back here on September the 3rd. You see, you don't have to buy the bottom tick. The bottom tick in Google would have taken place on August 30th. Or at least you can see that this is a trading system that I developed that isn't trying to buy the bottom tick. That's not what it's all about. It's really about trying to get the big meat of the sandwich out there. In the case of Google, you wouldn't have bought on the trading session of August 30th, but I would have had a buy signal that would have come in on September 3rd. That was at the open. Looks like the open on Google, that trading session right around the 854 mark. Right now it's trading at 897 out there. And you would have seen that you were running into trouble inside Google, with regard to this system as it was making its highs back here. You wouldn't have been able to sell the top high with that little shooting star candle on May the 20th, but you would have been entertaining short positions on May 21st and most certainly on May 22nd out there. Let's see what else do we have moving here in the markets. We've got VIPS. Let me go ahead and punch this in here as I take my new little toy out for a spin. Boy, that is moving up nicely here. That's up about 6% this morning. Now, if you take a look at this equity, just take a look at utilizing the Steve-O-meter out here. Take a look at this. Would have given you a nice buy signal back here on August the 30th. Looks like right around the $39, $40 level right now. It's trading at $60. That goes from August the 30th. And what's cool is, you get these little red candles here. This would not have had you with a head fake or had you out of this system at all. This is what basically trading like a machine, in my opinion, is really all about. In any event, right now the the markets are relatively flat. A little bit of water skiing, barefoot water skiing going on in the marketplace. The Dow's off 34 cents. S&P is up 64 cents. We'll be right back, folks.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil's subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page at TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.
On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.6% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. And all 6 of those winning trades had been initiated no earlier than just the previous month. With the 600th weekly Gold Report issue fast approaching, Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began, and right now you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber, as this volatile gold market provides trading opportunities after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch the Money Masters as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's off about 9 points right now. S&P flat at up 33 cents here. Russell 2000 off a bit. And, I send my newsletter service out. I try to get it out by 8 o'clock every morning. Of course, what I called for this morning, if you were a client, a subscriber, identified a little reversal session, reversal candle, I should say, a reversal pattern out there that suggests that the market would pull back a bit. I mentioned that on the show. What I actually have up on my screen here is my actual live trading account out there. Wouldn't want anybody to think just saying I'm short, and I'm really not short. My expectation is that we'll see the ES Mini get down to at least the first level, about 17 to 14. That is where I'm looking at potentially taking some profits out here. Of course, right now I'm in a trade where I can't lose. I'm at total break even right now, and I'll just continue to manage this trade, try to multitask as best I can while I'm on the air here. And the reason why I say 714, if we just simply go take a look here, this is a 30-minute chart, so I like the 30-minute charts out here. If we take a look at that nice move from bottom to top yesterday, the bottom low coming in at 12.30 as the market got into an oversold condition. You can see down here into that extreme oversold condition area. Nice little bullish engulfing candle at 1 o'clock yesterday. Some additional confirmations, another strategy that I teach that confirmed itself at 1:30 out there. We had that nice move from that low all the way up to the high that was put in here at 6 o'clock this morning. We got a little reversal candle that took place here at 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. So I've been in the trade since that time period. And, I could go out there and I could pick that money tree and have a couple of grand just from 7 o'clock till now. But I do think 17 to 14 should be the target area. That's nothing more than a dead cat bounce in the marketplace. That's just simply going from the low to the high out here. And then at that point in time, the market ought to move back into an oversold condition. If we see a bullish engulfing candle, I'd be happy to go ahead and flip the position and go back to the long side out there. But that's what the patterns currently show inside the ES Mini, and that's usually utilizing a 30-day chart out here. As far as the VIX index here, if we go take a look at the VIX, see what it is doing. Yesterday it was testing, trying to get back inside that 50-day exponential moving average. That area was rejected. It was rejected big time. Right now that's at 1331. So, and again, we still pay attention to this, most certainly, because should the VIX get above, when it does, if it does, ever again in our lifetime get above that 50-day exponential moving average, that's where you most certainly want to be taking a look at the short side of the market, because that is where the most damage can and will be done. Right now, we don't have the threat of that. That is trading out at 13.30 this morning. Boy, nice move in all of the markets yesterday. Even inside the New York Stock Exchange, we're taking a look at areas of support and resistance. And the New York Stock Exchange for 2 days had gotten above that May 22nd area, gapped above it on the trading session of Monday out there. So gapped above resistance. It held that area on the 17th, and then boom, off to the races here. New York Stock Exchange now wants to move up to about the 10.115 area. That would be your 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. That would also get you back to the top of its rising price channel. If we take a look at that rising price channel, that'll take us all the way back. This channel is coming off of the 2011 lows back, I think it was October the 4th. Yeah, it was October the 4th. So I'm just using the open of the body of that candle out there. So that's been a pretty long-term, rising price channel. We can see price makes it up to the top, back to the bottom, and now what it wants to do, it wants to head all the way back up to the top of that level. Again, that price area is going to be at 10,116. You've just got to be able to pick your time periods and when it is best to try to come into the trade out there. So, folks, it is Taperless Thursday. If you're off to start your day, have a terrific day. I'll look forward to seeing you in the morning. And just remember, what the mind can conceive, it absolutely can achieve. Have a great Thursday, folks. Look forward to seeing you soon. Questions are the answer. You want a better life? Ask a better question. My driving force in life is, how can I become the intelligence behind financial freedom? It's why I take massive action. It's why I've invested over 10,000 hours and thousands of dollars to create the answer, the ultimate money machine. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, and on Friday, September 27th, I'll be hosting a one-day online master trader course, The Ultimate Money Machine, where I'll teach you the exact same trading strategies that I use every day when trading the markets and advising my newsletter subscribers. Learn how to precisely identify the market's next move, when to pull the trigger by letting the market commit to you before you commit to it, and how to manage your trade to maximize your results, just as we did in the month of August, when I advised my newsletter subscribers of 11 new trades, resulting in one loss and a combined profit of 129%. Our next move, it's days away. The cost of this course, $595, less than $2.50 per trading session over the next year. If you're looking for the answer, it's the Ultimate Money Machine. All the details on the front page of TFNN.com.